In a crowded city where people measured success by expensive clothes, loud opinions, and how busy they appeared, there lived a quiet young man named Daniel who worked as a bus conductor, standing for long hours in moving traffic, collecting fares, answering impatient questions, and guiding tired passengers to their seats, a job most people ignored or looked down upon. Yet Daniel treated every single day as an opportunity to do something good, because life had once shown him how powerful small kindnesses could be. Years earlier, when Daniel was a teenager struggling to support his younger sister after their parents passed away, he often felt overwhelmed and invisible, riding buses late at night after exhausting shifts, wondering if anyone cared whether he succeeded or failed, until one rainy evening an elderly passenger noticed his tired eyes and quietly handed him a warm cup of tea with a gentle smile, saying nothing more than, "You matter more than you think," words that stayed with Daniel like a light in a dark tunnel. And from that moment on he promised himself that no matter how small his position in life seemed, he would never allow hardship to turn him cold. Now, as an adult, Daniel greeted every passenger with respect, helped schoolchildren find seats, waited patiently for elderly riders, and sometimes used his own money to cover fares for those who came up short, never expecting thanks, never seeking attention, simply believing that kindness was not a weakness but a quiet form of strength. Many passengers barely noticed him, some were rude, and a few mocked his politeness, yet Daniel continued, understanding that true character was revealed not when life was easy but when it was unfair, and slowly, without him realizing it, his actions began to ripple outward. Regular commuters started greeting one another, a stressed office worker began offering her seat to others, and a group of students, inspired by his calm attitude, started helping passengers with heavy bags. One day, during a particularly hectic morning, a young woman boarded the bus in tears after failing an important exam, feeling as though her future had collapsed, and when Daniel noticed her shaking hands, he simply said, "This moment does not define your entire life," a sentence she would later say gave her the courage to try again instead of giving up. Months later, that same woman returned to the bus, smiling confidently, and thanked Daniel for reminding her that setbacks were lessons, not life sentences. And though Daniel smiled politely and returned to work, something inside him shifted, as he realized that his simple words and daily kindness were quietly shaping lives in ways he could never measure. By the end of the year, Daniel was offered a supervisory role, not because he chased promotions, but because people noticed his integrity, patience, and leadership. And as he stood one evening watching the city lights blur past the windows, he understood a powerful truth: that greatness is not about how loudly you rise, but how gently you lift others along the way.